I'll see the Warcraft movie just to talk about it, because it'll probably be a good podcast topic and so on. But yeah, the director of Moon is going to do a giant. Good. The director of Moon, of all people, is going to do a giant fantasy world movie and do it in less than 2 hours.
As stupid as it sounds, I would have rather had what's his face from Lord of the Rings / The Hobbit.
Peter Jackson.
Like, yeah, if you had Peter Jackson, because let's be honest here, The Hobbit wanted to be Warcraft the movie. Probably.
Well, totally did.
The thing is, The Hobbit is kind of not all the way his fault in a weird way. So
yeah,
what happens is you get the super high
Shadow,
budget production.
Bat, you guys want to load us up with one? Probably Sab, just so we can run around and do whatever. Yeah.
Like, with The Hobbit, you get that giant, expensive project going on with 500 moving parts and billions of dollars and shit.
I think it's Sab 2 that we're looking for. We're trying to get Volt Prime for Keith.
Cool.
Yep, Sab 2.
Like, with how much of a behemoth that kind of project is, it has to be planned out. And the problem,
that's not just his fault.
Yeah, the problem is it was going to be a giant project involving, like, Guillermo del Toro and stuff like that, and everything fell apart, but everything was already in motion. So he was basically writing scenes before they were filming them on set. So it was they were making a fantasy trilogy without planning it out. Aside, like, the only thing that was planned out about it was the fact that the books existed already. Like, otherwise they were just writing the scenes and the dialogue right before they record the dialogue in the scenes. Which is, like, you're doomed already. Like, there's no fixing that. You're not gonna make the Lord of the Rings that way.
Nope. I actually haven't seen the third movie for that one, which I heard was the most egregious.
It was the worst.
Don't.
The second one was the best movie out of all three, but that's not saying much.
Watch any other film in the franchise, including any of the other Hobbit movies instead, than watching the last one.
I really loved the old, like, animated Hobbit one. The one with, like, the weird mocap. No, not mocap. Rotoscoped.
Yeah.
Where they actually, like, painted over a dude to be Gandalf because Gandalf was too hard. I thought that was funny as shit.
The Lord of the Rings series that came next was even heavier into that. Like, they made a Lord of the Rings cartoon that was, like, every action scene was just people being painted over. There was a weird coincidence where both the Lord of the Rings cartoon and Lord of the Rings show both made the weird decision to take Shelob, who is a Two Towers event, and save it for the end of the series. It was just a weird coincidence for a completely unattached cartoon. And
I had kind of forgotten about that Shelob was, like, a separate thing entirely.
Yeah, Shelob's normally a second. It's an event in the second book, but it's something that happens in the third movie, or in the Lord of the Rings case, the cartoon's case, the second movie, because they only made 2.
Much to my general sadness, I've read all of those books once and never again, and I'd like to, but time. They're so freaking long.
I only tried once. It didn't work out. Because I thought
you didn't like them?
Well, I thought I would just jump directly from the movies to the books midway through the series.
Yeah, that's not a good. That doesn't work.
No.
That worked for Harry Potter. Is why I thought I tried it.
Well, yeah.
You can.
Sure.
I watched Harry Potter, like, 1, 2, and 3, and then started reading the. I think I watched Harry Potter 1, then started reading the books at 2, and finished the entire series without ever having read the first Harry Potter book. But Lord of the Rings.
I actually thought that the first Harry Potter book was probably the best, though the first Harry Potter movie was also probably the best.
I'm always partial to. I was always partial to 5, but I think that was teenage angst. Because that's the angst. That's the angstiest entry.
I hated it because of angst and, like, dumb relationship.
Well, did you read it when it was brand new, though?
Oh, you mean the books? I was thinking of the movies for a second.
At the time I was angst, so it was perfect.
See, I wasn't super angst. I was lonely, and I wanted something fun to read. And Harry Potter was not. Once you hit the 5th book, it stopped being fun, and I think that was my issue.
The directors felt the same way.
Yeah.
They switched to the last director who made everything grimdark for the rest of the series. Oh, now the door opens. But what happened that was problematic for Lord of the Rings is that they rearranged scenes like crazy between the books and the movies. And so, the second movie ends with Helm's Deep, and a big victory there.
Yes.
And the third book opens with Gandalf and Merry going to Minas Tirith on a horse because Merry is on the run. And I'm like, what? Why is he on the run? What's Minas Tirith? Where are we? Because I've never heard of that town, and the whole part where Merry grabs the ball and has to get exiled and everything doesn't happen in the second book. In the second movie, it happens in the third movie. It's like all these things were like completely discontinuous. Like I couldn't finish one chapter without being completely lost.
Yep, found the third cache.
Oh shit, we're already done.
Yeah.
Found a weird room I had never been in before, so I was like, what's this?
I'm just rocketing people to space.
Yeah, I read all 3 books in high school as part of school, so it was really fun.
I was never tasked to read them in high school. We were tasked to read like dumb shit, like like an example.
Oh, hi. They got tougher.
Shadow? Really?
Well, it was a Gatling again. It's always a Gatling.
Oh no, never mind. It was Keith. For a second, I thought Shadow went down.
Oh no.
For frame of reference. I guess Keith, you've never been introduced to these people. So Batbeard is a YouTuber that gave me Rhino Prime, and I'm like, I might as well check out what his channel sounds like, and it sounded okay. So I'm like, all right, I will play with him occasionally. And Shadow's my second oldest moderator.
That's the entire basis of our friendship.
Also my sugar daddy for this. So he doesn't like being called sugar daddy, but he doesn't get a choice.
I don't like it, but I don't put that much of a protest.
I mean, me and Water hang out because I was looking for people to play games with, and just found him on Reddit and messaged him one day, and then started playing games, and that was the whole story.
You didn't even realize we had already been talking for like a week.
Talking, it's different. Because we were talking in chat rooms, in chat rooms full of where it was exclusively people I'd never met before, so I wasn't memorizing anyone's names.
I distinctly remember all of those people, including their names, even the like shitty people that didn't have YouTube channels.
No, I don't remember any of them already.
Probably shouldn't have been allowed on the internet.
I forgot they all existed already.
Man, I talked with Vadiwa on there for like the longest time.
Well, yeah, we collaborated with Vadi. And now he makes boob videos and creepy fetish videos.
I've never actually spoken to Vadiwa in person.
What? No, wait.
Yeah.
Who did we play Gary's mod with?
You're thinking of the other, Viva Visor.
Viva Visor. He's the guy that like played Outlast and would like eat wasabi whenever he got scared, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Both,
yeah.
To be fair, they both have like a fair amount of V's and are Asian, and you're a white guy, and I totally get it. I can see that.
That I feel so much cleaner now. I've never interacted with Vadi Vidya. Great.
Or Vadiwa.
I mean, shit. Damn it, the V names.
Yeah.
That was a
if you had interacted with Vadi Vidya, you'd be in a pretty good spot.
That was honestly a horrible slip. Holy shit.
Yeah. Like, saying, oh, that's a good example. I guess Draygas is Keemstar. That'd be pretty egregious.
Wow, I can't even remember the person I hate now. Who was it? Whose boobs big booby then? There's too many V names and I lost it in my head. We were just talking about it.
Okay, Viva Visor was the guy we played Gmod with, and he's fine. Vadiwa is the not fine
There we
guy.
go. See, that's why they're both Vadi. That's not fair.
Or,
God damn it.
Yeah,
Stop it, world. You're cheating.
It's weird because it's not even like a common name, so like the weird Vadi thing doesn't make a lot of sense.
Isn't Vadi just a Zelda name?
Is it?
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure that Vadi Vidya's icon and name both come from Zelda.
Oh, you're right.
I've never played that game, so I don't know which one it's even from.
Yeah, I don't either. But I know which character you're talking about, or more per se, I know his portrait. Vadiwa definitely isn't making a clever, classy reference with his thing.
The void key and torsion beam device are out of commission. The enemy
I was trying to find my way to you guys, but there seems to be a lot of elevators.
All your objectives are complete. Proceed to extraction now.
Making negative progress towards you guys.
Well, the way should be clear. I'm killing everything.
And now it wants me to go back on the elevator I was just on? Oh, I guess the objective changed.
Yeah.
Hey.
There's a lot of enemies. Damn.
Yeah. Sabotages are surprisingly enemy dense. It's weird. Okay, so apparently it was Minish Cap and Four Swords Adventure.
Oh yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, I'd love to play Four Swords, but there's like no easy way to play or record it.
Woo! Unless
So
you get it on GameCube.
Yeah, but like we'd also have to have 4 Game Boy Advances.
You don't have 4?
Or at least 3 of them. No.
Who doesn't have 4 Game Boy Advances?
Like mine got so much love that they don't even work anymore.
I just activated my speed and it overrode somebody else's speed and made it shittier. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, hey!
Oh wow!
There's your Volt Prime chassis.
Nice.
Right off the bat.
Look at us getting things. And a Nyx Prime helmet.
That's less useful, admittedly.
Still unlocking things. That's a thing.
Nah, you always want a Unix Prime helmet. Admit it.
I've got like 5 of them.
This is an urgent mission.
Now I just need a secret way to like hide all of the blueprints I don't care about, so it's not so cluttered.
I need to get the rest of the parts. All 5.
There are ways to just sell them.
Yeah, if you craft them, you can forget about them forever.
Until you get another one, and then it's like, ah.
And by forget about them, I mean they just take up the other menu where they exist. Oh, I can craft the chassis for the Volt Prime.
It's T2 Exterminate next, I
should
think,
just craft it now, right? Is there any reason to wait?
No, there's no reason to wait.
The alloy neural sensors, none of those seem important.
Yeah, neural sensors are kinda rare, but they're really easy to farm.
So I should be missing systems now. Got a lot of helmets. They all look the same though. Did they just have they just recycle? Oh, they do recycle the same icons for every crafting item. Like all the helmets are just a weird like polygon like disco ball. Yeah, one of these days, Wonder we will Zelda.
Yes.
I still want to do that thing where we play all of Ocarina of Time, recording it without putting any of it up until the entire thing's done, so nobody can make us feel bad while we're doing it.
Exactly.
Because neither of us know what we're doing.
I think we should do that for it, just in general.
Because the backseat gaming would be so hard, and the cringe. Because everyone's talking about how much they're cringing because he's using his hollow boots or something, or I don't know.
Give me a second. Let me throw in the boring frame.
How did you not know that you can pick up the inverse heart container that gives you infinite heart containers? God, everyone's always known that. Didn't you have a childhood, Wanderbot?
I might still live stream it, but if chat gets really backseat gamey, then I just don't read it. I'll put the monitor on my side, and you won't look at it. You won't even realize we're live streaming.
I'd only want to live stream it if you're literally not going to have chat open. Period.
Yeah.
Because they will spoil it for you. They will just shout things at you. Wait, you've played it already? I thought you said you've never played it before.
I've never beaten it. So I bought a version from GameStop. No, not GameStop, Blockbuster, that had a half-completed save file. And the way it worked out was I could get as far as where that save file picked up, but I couldn't beat the boss, which is Bongo Bongo, or whatever his name was, the dumb shadow
I'm
boss.
so happy in the Congo, I refuse to go.
Because I moved from California to North Carolina and didn't have my N64 for like 2 months. So when it finally came time to like unbox it again, I couldn't find my way through the Shadow Dungeon. So I could never actually go find Bongo Bongo to kill him, or whatever his fucking name was. And so I could never beat him. It just wasn't a thing that I could do. And
can't get past the name, I just can't get past it.
Oh, it
is
the
like,
name.
Did that boss have things like the atom bomb, so your save thought it would stay where it civilization?
This is
you have
painful, truly.
You have no memory of this, do you?
No. None.
So I played a lot of Fallout 3 with the radio on. So I've heard Civilization by the Andrews Sisters on repeat over and over again. And
I know what you're talking
so
about.
So I can't escape Bongo Bongo Bongo. You can't just slip that past me and move on.
Remember, lyrics don't mean anything to me, so it's just bongo bongo bongo, laba laba laba, you know.
I don't want to leave the
just
Congo.
After a while, yeah, it's just it doesn't mean anything to me, so it's not even worth like really commenting on. But let's see. You know me. I just want to stream everything because we're probably gonna have Google Fiber, and it's just gonna be like we could stream it to like every streaming service and still not get a dip in frame rate.
Nice.
We can live stream our lives.
Bring it to my area.
I don't wanna.
We'll have a dedicated streaming console and someone's playing at all times.
That would take some really intense sleep cycle
18-hour rock band party.
I mean, we could do it. I guess.
I wonder if you're allowed to do full party rock band on Twitch or not.
I don't think they let you sing.
Yeah, that's
Maybe?
the confusing thing, right? Because Twitch allows video games but bans karaoke. And,
yeah,
but what about when the karaoke's in a video game?
I have no idea. I bet we could do it to YouTube Gaming, though, and not get in trouble. Because that's like the Wild West of streaming right now. And they'd actually shut everything down almost immediately, because in retrospect, they have some of the most like restrictive copyright, I guess, detection I've ever seen.
I mean, the copyright's pretty heavy, but it doesn't seem to affect anything besides the VOD, which who cares?
No. Well, yeah, for Twitch, yes, but I mean for YouTube, if it detects copyright,
yeah, it shuts down your stream, which is why no one streams on Twitch. I mean, on YouTube.
Well, yeah,
because like you can just get it shut down midway through your recording because it detects something that it thinks is copyright because like a child laughed at one point, and that's like a copyright child laugh, and now your channel's shut down.
It's not as ridiculous as that,
but it has been literally that ridiculous in the past.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be music, it could just be any copyright sound that it happens to pick up on. So if you're playing a Nintendo game, that's like a menu bleep sometimes.
Yeah, it's not even that, it's the Nintendo logo. I had that pop up in my first episode of Xenoblade. Yeah. And it had 5,000 views by the time the copyright, like the content ID match popped in. And then it's like, by the way, you can't copyright this because of 2 seconds of a Nintendo logo just after the game logo. Why? Take 2% of my profits. I'm totally cool with that.
You got the easy part, though. Is that at least you played a game that's not really Nintendo, but just like you get caught by the logo. Imagine uploading Super Mario 3D World to your channel.
Oh yeah,
because I've done
at some point I probably will.
You get an astonishing number of individual matches for every few seconds of your video sometimes, because everything's a match. There's visual content matches, audio content matches that are both music and sound effects. So like everything, like I think they just take the assets list for that game and upload it directly to YouTube.
No, they probably take like the direct color that's in Mario's hat, and they've got that content ID match.
You've copyrighted this hex code.
Yeah, you gotta avoid that in Warframe as well.
You gotta colorize your video like a shitty AMV techno video in order to escape it.
Make Mario Noir. You override the music, you make everything black and white.
The entire game is sepia.
Yeah, why not?
It was a cold, dark day in the Mushroom Kingdom.
I'd totally play like Mario Noir that's like actually like kind of gritty, but also like meant for kids.
Sin Mario, buckets of blood.
That would be really uncomfortable.
It's all black and white except for the red. And Bowser's the one. Bowser's the horrible yellow monster.
Like, full health, very dead.
The final boss fight is just castrating Bowser.
Ew.
Sin City's a fucked up movie.
It is. I barely remember it. I just remember watching it fairly close to when I first saw Lord of the Rings and being like, Elijah Wood.
Yeah, that's the movie where Frodo gets decapitated after he eats people.
Yeah. Him just eating stuff was very strange to me. Oh, who is it?
I don't know.
Got a water
it's
floor,
me.
I think.
It's a syndicate. They're angry.
That is less fun.
Get the shield ospreys for it.
That's not so bad.
Yep.
It's
a nice one to have.
I got new Loka after me, which is like, how do you like Ancients? How do you like all of the Ancient? Did they already show up?
Yep.
Or
Tonkart. They're dead.
Oh. Well, that would solve that problem.
They lined up nicely too, all in a row.
Ooh, love when that happens.
Must catch up.
So, seeing as we're talking about Nintendo and Zelda, did you see any of the Zelda stuff for the new one? It looks...
I have seen exactly one trailer for all of E3 so far, which was naked Norman Reedus.
It feels like they saw Skyrim and they're like, we want to make that, but Zelda. And...
Yeah. They've been bragging for years about how their Zelda has that whole, like, Dragon Age Inquisition Witcher thing of, like, you see that mountain over there? You can walk to that mountain. Like, they just discovered open world for the first time.
Yeah, except for, like, it also has, like, weapon crafting and some other things, and, like, an inventory management system for, like, gear. Like, it looks like there might be a loot treadmill in this game.
It's really weird seeing 4 separate players that are actually together.
Balls.
Oh,
wait,
whoa.
what? Oh,
My
never
screen
mind.
Shadow Strider fell through the elevator.
Sorry, I'm bringing us up and down.
We had a Dark Souls elevator moment.
It said the person ahead of us was above us, so I got confused for a second. I guess the elevators don't actually work on conventional, I don't know, unit detection.
Goddamn European elevators.
Well executed.
All their reverse measurement systems.
Fix it, Shadow.
It's not my fault.
Damn Danish elevators. They're so tasty.
These elevators are just fine, thank you very much.
Till you eat them.
They go up, they go down, and it's worked pretty well so far.
Filled with jelly.
Squishy.
Chat's going on about how I don't necessarily listen to feedback now. And it's just a thing where this game it's incredibly massive in its meta, but also incredibly slow. So at some point, it's just rough to constantly listen to people telling you about what direction to go and what quest to do next and what level to play next and what weapon to level up and all that. Like, it's just... At some point, you just want to play the game.
Like, you have a very direct goal right now. Get Volt Prime, so you don't have to think about it again.
Everyone has different ideas of what I should do. But ultimately, you should just have fun, because all of the goals are arbitrary in this game anyway.
Exactly, that's my mantra.
Yeah. Guess what your end goal is in playing Warframe? Nothing. You play it forever, the end. Like, I'm not racing to the... I'm not trying to beat the final boss of Dark Souls. It's literally like, you play this game in perpetuity, or stop eventually, and that's it. Like, so it's not like I need to race anywhere in particular.
Keith, you've missed the point. The point of the game is to get a Tonkor and have fun.
Everyone, no, yeah, you're right. No, the real meta here is the entire existence of Warframe is to speedrun straight to Second Dream and then quit forever. Because apparently it's the first and last piece of content that matters in the entire game.
After Second Dream, I was like, alright, I'm mostly done. Let's go try and get Inaros, the Anubis Warframe. And then I did, and I'm like, wow, that was actually really bad. That quest was not fun. I'm glad I recorded it with Effie. I have no idea how I'm going to edit it.
Which quest?
There are quests that you have to do to get Warframes in this game. They're not good.
Are they of similar quality to the Mastery Rank quests?
So imagine if you had to do this, but for a quest, but against arbitrarily spawning enemies.
Oh.
Yeah.
So like a survival mode?
No, it's like you have to kill what was it? I had to kill 20 Hiekamasters. No. I had to kill some amount of Hiekamasters, I think. And like Broodmothers.
Oh, did they MMOize it or something?
Yeah.
Go kill 7 barbarians and bring them their man pelts.
But like the man pelts only drop 50% of the time, and the barbarians
some people just aren't manly enough to have a pelt.
Was it Jägermeisters you had to kill?
They gotta hit double puberty first.
I actually got lucky. It was Effie that got shafted really hard.
Yeah. If you get versus, didn't you get Maniacs?
Yeah, I got Maniacs, which is really easy. But before that, the thing that you have to kill 100 of, you got something stupid, and I don't remember it right now. It was like the rarest one. There was worse though, like Juggernauts. Farming Juggernauts would not be It wouldn't be so bad, but it'd be a pain in the butt.
Yeah, I get that one. I got completely shafted.
What's it? There are 3 things that you can get for the first section, and one of them is like decidedly more annoying to get than the others, and I don't remember what it is.
I had the
Human, infested leapers, and then it was the lancers, Grineer lancers.
yeah, I had crewmen and then bursas for me.
Yeah, bursas were annoying but not terrible. Oh, but it was a very specific type of bursa. That was actually pretty annoying.
Oh,
yeah.
Got the Nova Prime blueprint.
Again.
Yeah. How about somebody else put up a gate?
By the way, kill count 0.
I think mine are cursed.
Shadow, you got any? Thank you.
I had a first wonder.
What?
A mission with 0 kills. I see enemies.
You totally had that happen that one time. I actually have an episode titled like "Don't Let Keith Kill Anything," and you had 0 for that one.
That time you actually got dwarfed on kills for once.
Well, yeah, that's because somebody else is running Ember and has. I think Shadow is running Ember.
I'm this session's Pluto. It's like, does that even count as a Warframe?
What one?
What are these ships? It looks like you two are supposed to latch together to transform.
Yeah.
I forget the name.
You actually look like old Transformers toys that would fuse together to make a super robot.
Those were fun toys.
Yeah, until you get one of them. And then you're like, I got the leg robot. Woo! They can transform from a car to legs.
I always felt bad about that for Transformers. Like,
that they get to be the shitty half of the body.
I like the Blue Ranger and the Black Ranger best, just because like the Red Rangers always felt generic to me. And then like, they were the legs, always the legs, and only ever the legs. And it's just like, at least the Pink Ranger got to be kind of this like cool backpack thing that like flew around.
It's like failing to complete your Inspector Gadget McDonald's toy and only having like a torso and a leg sticking out that'd transform, but it's like it's not a human. Matthew Broderick's not gonna have a good day with that.
Oh god, that was an awful movie. They made a sequel, didn't they?
I'm sure they did.
Why would they make a sequel?
They made a sequel to Cats and Dogs. It exists. I think there's 2 sequels to The Mask. They made a mask where it's like, now the mask is the baby. And the dog.
Yeah, and the dog.
Yeah.
They also had,
that's a real film.
They also had like a really ridiculous cartoon, if I remember right.
I mean, on this topic, there's a Taken 2 and a 3. Of all movies, the Taken got sequels. Like a movie where like the premise itself is inherently impossible and absurd to have a sequel for, and they made 2.
Liam Neeson just can't keep a hold of women in his life.
I know, right? They just all getting taken away to the afterlife.
You know, I'd love to see a like weird transition from Taken to God of War, where like they do get killed and he has to go like punch Satan in the face to get his daughters back. And it just like goes full jump the shark unabashedly. That could actually be really fun. Just
Liam Neeson is Liam Neeson in Taken 4. He walks out of his front porch and the United States is gone.
He's
the whole thing.
Space.
It's like the up. It's like Zathura, where it's the space house. Sad space house. I guess a mission happened at some point. I didn't really see it.
You know what? I would totally watch a movie where Liam Neeson is like running around shooting aliens because they kidnapped him. All just so he can go home. Like no plot beyond that. He's just like fucking aliens. Walks out of his house, grabs his gun.
Wander. I just realized we just accidentally made Guardians of the Galaxy.
Tenno.
that is the Taken where he's taken to space and stuck with aliens for the rest of his life.
But like, they don't really premise it that way.
Yeah, you just skip the cancer mom. Talking about a character that has trouble keeping women in his life. As a child,
Yeah.
mom's already gone. She was taken. This is the worst joke. This is the worst joke.
It's pretty bad.
It's cancer, taken by cancer jokes. That's what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I've triggered you, anybody.
I'd be lying if
Unfortunately, I haven't
I
triggered
said I
immunity.
wasn't judging you for this yet.